is going to take a long time. It might not, honestly. I don't really know how this is going to go, but this is like I've been saying, this is probably it. We'll see how this shield holds up. Probably not well. But I mean, realistically, unless things go horribly wrong, I don't see the warrior taking more than an hour. Particularly since I'm a cheesy man. Oh, King Mong, hello. So we got probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours, assuming I don't do like a ton of, like, you know, no, I'd probably die actually with a my level, bada boom. But there's some non-bada boom jump skips. Typically you use like a low level one. I think what's the lowest you can get? Probably like 28 or something. But typically what you do is, particularly, you'd probably want to be Salvador so you could double bada boom. But you'd bada boom with like a 94% sham, and you can actually rocket jump. It just has to be a low enough level. So my level one would probably just down me instantly if I shot the floor with it. But there are some, as far as I remember, there's some skips that don't require rocket jumping or even grenade jumping, I think. I'm pretty sure there's just some plain old skips. Oh, okay. So I could, in theory, skip just about every fight after this, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably not going to, mostly because, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for the rest of the stream if I do it. I mean, I know I'm gonna probably go back in time and beat up young Jackenstein, hopefully. I don't know how that'll go, actually. But I'm really not expecting this to take more than 2 hours. Which, gives us time to do things. What those things are, I don't really know. Hello? I guess I could try a Digistruct peak run. Don't really care to do it because it's not going to be the full run, and I don't even like the part that it is. It's like the worst part of it, that I'd have to do like 3 times before I can actually do anything. Critical. Oh my god. My brain kind of hurting. Alright, that's gotta be them. I'm gonna say there's no way anyone's alive, right? Shut her down, Peeler. If anyone has game suggestions, either for group, because like I said, I don't know if anyone's gonna want to do anything, or just solo. I'm down. Like I said, I'm leaning on my next solo thing being pre-sequel, and then 3, and then Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, with 3 and Tiny Tina's probably being no weapons, like grenade or spell only. And oh boy, let's actually get a couple of those out. Ooh, that barely did anything. Okay. I didn't think it really would, but I was hoping a little more than a sliver. Oh shit. Okay. 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 But pre-sequel is definitely gonna have guns. I don't want to sit through Mark 5. It's not even sit through, like, you can't. There's no way that I know of really seriously cheese Mark 5. That shit is a struggle. I am not dealing with that. I think, well, without guns, there's no way I know how. With guns, I think you can sit in the elevator, but I think it's just not worth it. Like, I'm not gonna have any type of fun doing that. I feel like it's weird because I've definitely played all 4 characters as well as a couple of them a few more times on 3, but I just don't feel like I know 3 as well. Same with pre-sequel, but I don't feel like there's any enemies I wouldn't be able to hit. I feel like they're all either pretty grounded or like coming like in enough contact with the floor that I don't really have to worry about it. We got a badass over here. Okay. Let's just absolutely intoxicate the entire field here, shall we? I don't think that's actually the right phrase, but I'll fucking do it again. Okay, we already grabbed all these, didn't we? Shucks. Uh-oh, Piscatios. That's not good. For you. Alright. Honestly, that might be enough to kill them, but we'll see. Also, I'm not sure why I said honestly. I'm always honest. Oh, it's a surveyor. I was like, I just saw badass, but like, what am I looking at here? Bro's just hanging out. Depleted. Happens to a lot of girls. Ooh. Thank you.
Let me know when you're done with that job. We did it, minion. Jack thought he could stop us with a door? Ha! I was made to open doors. There's no stop.
No stopping us now. Wait, do I have the right stuff on? Okay, I do. I might skip the badass constructor fight. Just because it's boring as fuck. I can't climb stairs.
Minion, you've gotta go on without me. Do your master proud.
Oh, an invader. I don't think anyone really likes that sniper rifle, right?
Child killer? The key's nearly charged. This world is gonna end.
No, it's not. I'm gonna probably kill just about everything I can.
I love my powers.
Alright, there's no way anything survives that. Okay, they're surviving it.
Throwing grenade. Explosives out.
Jesus. Why are they so goddamn resilient? Fucking hate it. Give up. It's a fine day to be sure. I picked up like no loot. It's alright. Okay. Yeah, we were pretty disappointed in the shield, weren't we? I should probably take it off before I forget, but we'll see. Engaging these nuts. Come on. There's no way they're alive. Die. Wait. No, no, no. Fuck you.
And stay down.
I swear, if this dude's immortal like his bros were... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. He's immortal. He's not, but he's unslaggable.
Hold it.
I swear that never used to be a thing. How are they avoiding it? I guess? Oh my god, that's good. That'd be great. I guess maybe after we technically beat it, maybe we'll start using some guns? I don't know. I just need something to fuck around with after we're done. Okay. Uh-oh. You can get these nuts is what you can do, bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Okay, I think I hit it. Oh. That's criminal, dude. I didn't know.
Hold up. I got this.
Do 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 do.
Mordecai's in position and my fists
Are hungry.
Let's go.
So if I'm not mistaken, I could actually do a bunch of skips here that involve kind of sketchy jumps off the side of the map. Because I believe all I actually have to legally do. In fact, I could have skipped this as well if I'm not mistaken. I think you can like grenade jump that, but you know, I'm probably just gonna not, right? Because like I said, we're already.
Throwing grenade.
This is the one time I don't mind it takes longer. Like we're already a little ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule. Oh. We're ahead of schedule because we're behind schedule because of like the Uranus fight and the Saturn fight and you know how much longer those take. The reality is you can actually run this game pretty quickly. Particularly skipping like all the side quests and shit. That's interesting. He was visually slagged, but he wasn't taking like slag. Is that shit's healing? I mean, I guess, but that shit's healing brick. I am quite tempted to skip this. I believe you can walk across the entirety of that wall. I almost never do these skips because typically I'm under leveled.
Hold it right.
So I don't want to. Like I want the XP. In this case, I'm considering it because I'm close to leveling and I want to maintain the relevancy of my gear. But at the same time, I don't think 70 is going to be completely irrelevant. And we can honestly just straight up, like full cheese, the warrior fight. So I'm not particularly concerned that we're probably going to be 71 by the time we get there. If anything, maybe the Jack fight, but I think my Stormfront should be fine for it. You know, thinking about it, I don't think I've ever gotten a little loot midgie out of one of these. On this run, like in this area. I wonder if they're banned. Or like, hard-coded out, I guess is a better way to put it.
This will work.
Beat his ass.
I gotta circle around and make the shot. Just stay alive.
If I'm not mistaken, you can just jump over to that and just hard skip this. Should I do it? I kind of want to do it. I don't think I've ever done it on stream. I don't even remember ever doing it actually, but I'm pretty sure you can. Uh-oh. My bad. I'd rather skip the badass constructor.
Almost there. Just hold out a little longer.
Hold it right there.
God damn. Alright, that's gotta be enough for him. No way he survives the rest of this.
Over here, Slab. I'm up here.
Should I go for it?
Boom, baby.
We might die.
Path is
Oh, I fucked it. I think you have to like maybe well, hold up. I know you have to do like a little curve in it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna try it again just because, which I probably shouldn't because I should be saving my money for grenades.
Just leave me. Keep going.
Fingers, toes, or breasts added during the respawn process.
No, Brick. No.
Locking onto drop barge. Commencing lunar bombardment.
Crap. They got a lock on us. Just go, Slab. Go.
You jump onto this? No. Oh, I don't remember it. It's been a long time, but I know for a fact you can run over there. It's got to be a grenade jump that I just don't remember.
The Hyperion Corporation wishes
And I'm not going to bother with.
to bright light you flash to test multi-destructive technology.
Not any power higher than Hyperion. I think you can jump up to that too.
Stay still. Gotcha.
Okay.
Enough.
This is bad. Sorry, I just don't really want to deal with the goddamn constructor. It's just not fun.
Enough.
Alright, that dude's gotta be dead. There we go.
Stop struggling.
Okay, I was gonna say, how is it not dead? Okay, that was a bit wasteful. Oh, thankfully we didn't get a predator over here. Didn't expect that.
Enough. Grenade out.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can skip a bunch of that too. Actually, I've definitely done that one. Do that one all the time.
Throwing grenade. I love my powers.
Nice little Vladov snip snap, brother.
Stop.
Neum. Neum. Neum.
Stay down.
Oh, is that a... Oh no, it's fucking health mixed with a money thing. Fuck off. I was like, is that a legendary? Ugh, fuck off, man.
That is lovely. Stay still.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna try and run by this. I don't feel like dealing with the badass constructor. Yeah, look at how little we did there. I shouldn't have stopped.
Please stop.
I should have just kept running. Bye. Have a great time. I just, that's like an extra 30 minutes, and I understand that I got the time tonight, but I just don't want to deal with it. It's just not fun. There's a difference between fun and not fun, and that's not fun. I think you could rocket jump skip this. I'm not doing it though, mostly because I can't. I think even if I had this stuff, I wouldn't be able to do it. I haven't ever really bothered doing it. I feel like a lot of the like skips that I've ever seen people do, they're not like, probably a lot of them honestly are like too hard for me, but they're not like super usable unless you're going to absolutely 100% cheese every fight. And like the warrior, I usually don't actually, I'm pretty sure like every other gunless run, I think I've at least been down in the arena. I usually don't use the full cheese. Mostly because I don't even, I didn't even know it didn't existed. I didn't think you could throw grenades over it. But yeah, just about every other, I think every other gunless run I've done, I've been down there.
Once Lilith here charges the key, I'll control the warrior and wipe you bandits off my planet. When you get to hell, tell your Vault Hunter friends I said hey.
What a wonderful time to play. Okay.
Which is superior?
Fine, Jack. Kill Jack.
Hey, you're right on time. Key's nearly ready.
Wow.
But before I cleanse this planet for good, I'm gonna avenge my daughter.
Stay still. You're done. Cool.
Nowhere to hide now.
Slow down.
Oh, I'm right here.
This is why we fucking hate homing grenades. They just don't do what you need them to do. Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
Explosives.
Surprised the shield helped me there.
Throwing grenade.
No, stop going after the stupid fucking racks, bro.
And now you will fall.
Nowhere to hide now, sucker.
Don't even know where he is.
Must have hurt.
I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it at all. Okay. Right. Uh-huh. Okay, that's good enough for me, because he won't, I don't think, respawn as even if I die.
No! The key's charged!
I'm not dying yet.
I think there's like a no chance cheese down here that you can't really even come close to dying from unless you fall off and like fuck yourself over. I don't think I've ever used it. Have I ever used it? This might take a while. No, we cool, right, warrior? We cool. That's a fucking problem. Ooh. No way this dude fucking followed me. I've never seen that. Okay. No, what did it just switch? Oh, that's fucking brutal. Yeah. Pretty sure he just can never target you over here. As long as I don't fall in, I'm good. Apparently I have to deal with those dudes. What? What? What killed me? I've never died to a rack here. What was that? I had full shield. I've never had one of those take my shield down that much. Okay. Oh, well, I just bought an extra, sorry. Does anyone know what happened there? I don't. I'm like very genuine here. I do not know how I just died. I absolutely couldn't have or shouldn't have. Okay, this is very strange. I feel like my grenade's going way off to one side. Like, my shit's not centered. I think it's because I died, like, mid-animation from, quite frankly, nothing. I think that rack somehow, like, blew up, but I don't know how. I've never seen that. It was like some sort of strange explosive rack. I don't really know what's happening at this point. I feel like I'm lower than I'm used to. Like my whole perspective feels off. It feels like I'm not centered. It's interesting. I feel like I'm I keep saying I feel like but I genuinely feel like I'm looking at the screen funny to like compensate for how it looks to me. I don't know what's happening. Are my eyes just fucked? Like what is... Am I crazy? Fuck. Wasn't I able to phase lock it before from this angle? Interesting. It's gonna be a while. Thankfully, I have a lot of money. I'm thinking about trying some Stormfront, but I'm afraid they're just gonna home in on everything but him.
Explosives!
Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it and regret it real quick. Okay, they are not at all tracking him, which sucks. Hmm. Okay, I think this might be better as long as I can find a way to get it to track him. I'm stuck. Okay. No shot. I don't think I can hit him. There's too many enemies in the way. I'm gonna just throw them and see where they go. Yeah, they don't even reach halfway. Unfortunate.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
Yeah, let's see what happens over here. So hopefully I can get these to like actually go for him, which they are not as far as I can tell.
Throwing grenade!
And we had like 3 of them actually go for him. The rest didn't even bother. Unfortunate.
You won't find better
1, 2, 3.
anywhere else,
I don't think these even like can fly that far. They'll break like halfway into the arena. That sucks. I think he's stuck in a loop.
When you think murder, think Marcus munitions.
We're doing a tinge of damage, which is good enough for me. I was just hoping that I would prevent him from regenning.
Here you go!
Maybe this will do it. Is this the angle I was at before? I don't know why this feels like it wasn't the angle, but I don't know. I thought I was more central. Man, Stormfront's actually like significantly better. I'm guessing it's getting crits on the Tazies. What if I death trap only?
Silence!
Oh, no, that's a rack. Fuck me. That's bad. We'll just let him be. No, don't go after a fucking rack. Are you serious? So stupid. Why? Hopefully we can tag him with a little bit of health here so he doesn't reset. I don't know what the cooldown is or how that's going to work for us. If I don't see it tick, I'm going to switch to the pandemic and hope I can maybe longbow one.
Let me know if anything catches your eye.
Okay. Unfortunate, but it must be done. Okay, we got him. We got him.
Tough decision.
Really hate that he does this shit.
Got something for ya.
Okay. Honestly, I would, by the way, I know I'm cheesing and I'm saying I hate it, and it sounds like I hate it because I can't really hit him as effectively from safety, but it actually, I hate it as well when I'm not, you know, borderline immortal, because when you're down in there, that is an insta-death thing. Like, you cannot survive that, as far as I know, and I don't want to risk it. But yeah, as far as I know, you cannot survive that with anything. It's just like a thing where you have to like hide and avoid taking damage, like hide behind a wall. I don't know, maybe fire immunity, which I think I do have, would do it, but I honestly don't even know. And it's not something you're usually willing to test, right? Because you just want to get through the boss fight. So, is he moving? But yeah, you're basically just stuck waiting for him. No shot, I hit a fucking rack, bro. Okay. That was the craziest rack I've ever seen. 1, 2, 3. I know I wasted quite a handful of grenades here, but spending almost 10 mil on this is wild. To be fair, it's also much faster than what I was doing, so... I am stuck. Okay, there we go. I'm not risking it. I could fuck up the throw and kill myself.
There's pros and cons to each.
No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? And he's fucking done here now. God damn it. Fucking remove the racks from this, please. They just don't belong here. I hate when they put shit in that's like designed to be a nuisance. You know, look, I understand that it's there for people to res off of if they have guns, and so they're doubly useless for me. But to be honest, even with guns, this is not a hard fight. You just have to lowball it. You know what I mean? Like, once you learn that you can't just tank his fire attack, it's actually pretty easy to survive with guns. Fuck me. Get out of here. God, these fucking racks are just awful. I need them gone. I need them out of the game. Where's the... I need a mod. Just remove the racks from this fight. Honestly, just remove racks. They're such a stupid enemy. I have to kill that because if I have another homing grenade segment, it's just gonna fucking home into that.
Explosives out!
I think I hit a rack again.
That must have hurt. Stay put.
Man. This is taking like twice as many grenades because of that fucking rack thing. If I was able to stand there and just throw out my whole payload at bro, it would have been over. He would have died right there, and well, he can't technically die there, I don't think, but he would have been like sent to his final phase where I button his body. Now I have to do this. No, no, no. No way these racks are after me. Why are they even aggro? I don't understand. What? How are there any enemies alive? What? From all the grenades, I'm just hitting that so that I can get it out of here. Out of all the grenades I've thrown here that didn't quite make the cut. How? Alright, I have to kill that, and then... Of course, it's gonna aggro that thing. No, no, no. Oh, he died from my shield. Well, that sucks because I was gonna fastball him to celebrate the fact that this is the last time I would need to technically throw a grenade. But I guess, oh my god, and that's the fucking legendary I get. Get out of here. What the fuck? Jesus. Give me a break. I can't take it.
Wait a sec. Let me. You don't want to touch this thing right now, trust me.
That's the effectively guaranteed legendary I got as a drop from Warrior, if I'm not mistaken. His fucking head. It's Jack's head, the same head that Jack always 100% drops.
That's our way of saying we won.
Well, outside of Jackenstein, that's technically it, right? Well, and bad, what is it? The Digistruct peak shit, but nobody likes that. I've never seen anyone actually include that in any sort of challenge ever. Except for, I think I've seen maybe one dude do a gunless thing there, but... I think that was the same dude who fucking teleports himself everywhere, so I don't know, kind of cancels each other out. I also don't remember his name. Well, in case you were wondering, you can also do it with Maya. There was really no reason to, and as I've actually kind of touched on a few times throughout this, it's really just down to the fact that some of the grenades can be farmed and are good enough to do it. So, right? So like on normal mode, as long as you're not severely under leveled, same with True Vault Hunter mode, as long as you're not severely under leveled, yeah, absolutely. UVHM is a little more of a challenge, I'd say. Just because everything will scale to you and you're going to have to get new ones every level. And, you know, at a certain point there, it was super sketchy for me because I couldn't go farm grenades that I needed in specific segments. the same. Oh, an E-Tech. Wow, we had really good like E-Tech and legendary luck. Can we talk about that? All right, hold up. Let's finish what I was saying. Basically, we did this pretty easily because you can farm drops and just get whatever you want whenever you need it. Certain areas were harder because I didn't maybe have access to either a drop my level that would be helpful in that particular instance, or because we, were under leveled. These were generally pretty solvable deals where, I never really did the whole I'm going to this DLC to just AFK, while I'm level 6, AFK the Sanctuary fight and let Mordecai get a bunch of kills, and now I'm leveled, whatever the fuck it can. I guess it just depends on how long you sit there, or same with the Digistruct peak shit. Right? I never really did that. I'm so mad that I got those. You couldn't give me like a leech or something, bro? This is actually wow, that is actually really good. I think that's pretty decent. Also, one level lower, we got a sham, and it had 190,000 capacity. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, we can go ahead and sell those. But yeah, we we really didn't have oh, it takes me to the Vault of the Warrior. That's interesting. We didn't have like too much trouble with things that I honestly thought would give me trouble, but then there were things that just absolutely fucking, like that random constructor gave me so much shit. And I'm not gonna say like the badass constructor wasn't necessarily annoying, but I was kind of surprised. By the way, we're just gonna go kill Jackenstein. This, I would be very surprised if I can't just kind of pop him. We'll see though. But there were encounters I was surprised with, like that plain old constructor was just borderline unkillable. So well, he just insta dies. So that's what I'm hoping out of Jackenstein. But as for like actual drops, honestly, I was pretty lucky. I mean, I know I never got my chain lightning, which I still, maybe I'll go try and farm for one of those. I don't know what the fuck else I'm gonna do for like the next 3 hours. I guess I can go through this. I don't know. I just don't want to do Digistruct Peak. It sucks. But outside of chain lightning, I did get pretty lucky. I mean, I didn't typically get the precise like fastball I ever wanted, and there was most of the time, I think this longbow pandemic was like the first time I actually just like got what I was looking for, more or less. Like, look at the Stormfronts, rubberized homing, mid what do we call it, fuse time, right? Or like the fastballs, we just kept getting we kept getting shit tier, not shit tier, things we didn't want. So like if I needed corrosion, I got fire, and I never got corrosion. In fact, did I ever get corrosion when I was specifically looking for it? I mean, I guess so. I guess the one time I did get a corrosion, it was once, right? I was saying like, yeah, I want corrosion. So I guess that, yeah. But like I kept getting like explosive, and we could make do with that, but I would have preferred corrosion and fire, or something that I can seriously take advantage of the elemental buffs I have, right? Well, we never did get that, and like I said, we never got the damn, bro survived. we never did get the what was that thing called? The chain lightning. I never really farmed for a shield. We just kind of went with whatever came to us. We never got our big boom blaster, which would have been really useful, but it just wasn't really worth farming for by the time we kind of could. Like, we were so close to the end. I mean, that was what, 2 streams ago? Or, no, was that last stream? I think it was 2. It was the constructor stream, right? Like the horrible constructor stream where we came across fucking Power Loader the Invincible. I'm gonna be kind of upset if I can't kill this, by the way. But, you know, for the most part, I feel like we did pretty well. I know I got super frustrated on some of the stuff that I more or less predicted. Like, I honestly think that one constructor fight might have been the only one that I wasn't really expecting it. Because I feel like I called Uranus, right? We knew Saturn was going to be a long fight, but not a hard fight, right? We knew the badass constructors were going to be, once again, long, but not necessarily, like, a total impediment to the progress. But, like, the Uranus, I honestly didn't think I would ever be able to do it. I thought I was going to have to do what I'm doing here and just, like, time traveling, if you will. Just so we could get the story out of it. Have us a little fun. Kind of want to see if that'll kill him. Bro. That's funny, actually. Last time I was here, wasn't I killing him with my pandemic? Let's just use this on him. I think this should do it. That's fine. I don't know why I'm, like, dodging him as if that's gonna really matter. Bro, get the fuck out of here already. Wow, this is actually crazy how little damage we're doing. Like, we're 20 levels over and we're barely hurting, bro. I'm about to kill myself, apparently. Okay, thankfully he seems to have clipped himself into that, which is really helping us. Okay. I actually don't know. Can these guys, like, fuck me up? Hello?
Stay still.
There you go.
Explosives!
Come on. Let's end this. I'm doing probably, I should have kept my old pandemic to see how much more I'm doing. But I'm probably doing like 1,000 times more damage and we're still just not insta-popping him. If that doesn't tell you that he's just way too stupid of a fight, right? Like, irrespective of the fact that I can't target his normal spots the way you would, this is just too much health, right? He's level 52. He should be dead. You know what I mean? He should have been dead the moment I stepped foot here, but clearly it's just not well balanced. That was in normal mode, or true Vault Hunter mode. Look at how much health he just did, all things considered. Let's see, what was that, 80,000? I think it was more than 80,000 actually. All right. Oh look, another E-Tech. Oh yeah, I mean I had pretty good E-Tech luck too. We got a lot of E-Tech weapons. We got a lot of rare weapons as well. I mean, like I said before, I've never even seen this fucking shield before. I've never seen this gun before. Is this a drop specific to him? I don't think I've ever seen this. Yellow jacket. It is. It's only from Jackenstein. And of course, I would never fucking farm this dude. I've never seen him. I've never seen this. That's crazy. Really slow bullet, like projectile speed. Well, damn. That's two items I've literally like I've probably seen the shield before because it is apparently a quest you can turn in, and I just have never gotten around to it, like to doing it again, so I don't remember it. Oh, apparently the projectiles have a blast radius and they accelerate after a period of time. We finally get to finish the story. The real last boss fight. Sorry it took so long. We had to go on a training montage. But now we're not too beaten up. Fuck, what was it? Who does he beat up? I mean everyone, I guess. What was the name of that other guild? With the fake, oh, he's dead as hell. With the fake Dragon Slayers? The Gen 2s or whatever they call them? Fuck, it's been so long. Yeah, so now you can see why I was so not pressed about finishing this. Oh my god, look. A loot room. We were gonna, assuming we stayed through, because we could have killed it, as we knew, we could have killed it. But assuming we stayed through, the gear would have been level 50. Like, it would have only been useful for like 2 levels, and that was not worth, what, 5 hours of our time? I think so far I've seen an E-Tech. I've been trying not to look at the loot as it goes along. Alright. So, okay, we got a couple of these. So far, those relics are the best things. Oh, it's not even an E-Tech. It's just a weirdly colored pistol. Okay, best thing so far is probably this sniper rifle. The cannon's probably decent too, but I wouldn't have been able to use it.
That is beautiful.
And override thing, maybe we could have done some sort of work with. I don't really know what. Yeah, I mean, literally nothing. Nothing. We got nothing out of this. We would have gotten money. You know? And this is why I was just so, like, nonchalant about not being able to do it. Because, let's fucking face it, we got 1 purple. 1 purple. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. Just go ahead and go to Sanctuary, and then I'm going to switch back to UVHM, and we'll see if there's anything we can, like, tidy things up with a little bit. Generally, I know we got, like, lucky with E-Techs and some of the things we got. Like, we got a top Naya for fuck's sake. That's really good. Actually, hold on. So Zero isn't the last one we did it with, by the way. I just wanted to see what I had done with him. Krieg was. He's level 73. Is 72 not the cap? Am I tripping? Oh, that's right. It's 80 now, isn't it? Oh, let's go ahead and ban this schmuck. Sorry. Don't follow bro's links. The reason he's in my chat spamming is because he got his account hacked by trying to do whatever that link sends you. To. Axton was our max level. I think it accepted. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's take a little peek, see if there's anything we can't do for a couple of hours just to have a little fun with. Maybe we... Maybe we respec, try some fun builds out. I don't think I have anything to sell, do I? I already sold them. You can sell that. That was level 48. Jesus Christ. Wasn't I like over leveled as well because I was trying to... I think I was like level 52. I was trying to get through it. Should we try and get us a, whatchamacallit? I guess I should try and get a, oh man. So we've done them all, right? We haven't done this, but I don't really want to do that because it sucks ass. This is the thing we just technically finished. We did this. I'm gonna go... God, this is stupid, but I'm gonna go farm bro. And hopefully I can get... Because I'm asking for it, I'm not gonna get it, but hopefully I get an explosive. Fastball, and then I'm gonna try and farm the badass. I've been talking about the chain lightning this entire fucking run. I want to get one. We've been talking about it the entire run. I want to get one, and I want to see if I was dreaming. You know what I mean? Like, did it even have a chance? Would it have even done anything for me? Or was it all a pipe dream? I want to know. I don't know if I'm going to spend a couple of hours on this or what. But I have to know. Damn, this is not successful at all. Honestly, I think pretty much any fastball would do. I don't think I actually need explosive, but explosive would be the best because it would be the most, like, generally useful. I wonder if I can copy and paste that last schmuck's message. And, maybe I can just filter, like, if they put... The thing is, they use to get around people's filters, they use, like, non-standard letters, like a strange version of B. I don't know what version that is, with, like, the accent mark, or, like, an E with an accent, or, like, an I. You know what I mean? Like, they use whatever they can, whatever little sneaky tricks to not take accountability. Okay, perfect. That was nice. Oh, perfect. Wow. Wait. We actually got the one we were looking for. Oh my god. That means we don't have to worry as much about coverage. What the fuck did I just put on? Get me out of here. Alright. So let's take stock of what did we seriously struggle on? Random constructor. Leviathan was harder than we imagined. We ultimately were able to overcome Leviathan with a full cheese. Uranus was harder than I expected. I thought I'd be able to cheese in arena, but for the most part, we had to out of arena cheese. This Jack fight was, I don't want to say harder than expected, but we really got fucked. And honestly, I think I could have managed, but I got super tilted. If people still use that phrase. Like, I got so upset that he was like one shot,
Grenade out!
and it just like totally destroyed the entirety of my confidence. I feel like I could have done it without going out and farming like I ended up doing.
Hold it!
But yeah, he ended up being a little harder than I thought. I thought I'd be able to manage him a lot easier than I did. Pete ended up being easier. Pyro Pete ended up being easier than I anticipated once I had a good storm front.
Stay put!
The Hall of Dwarves ended up being weirdly really hard. I think it was because I just had like a homing homing bonus package. That was like my only grenade. So that's because I did the DLC without like unlocking anything else. Which is the same reason like a lot of the rest of this was kind of rough. And we ended up having to like go be able to farm for things. Fireball, huh? What else did we seriously struggle with? Motor Mama was easier. Piston's Blimp was easier. Badassosaurus Rex was the normal amount of cheese. I feel like I always cheese that just because it's such a long-winded fight, even with guns. It's just not enjoyable. Jackenstein on the level 50 one was harder than I anticipated. I genuinely thought we'd be able to manage because I thought he wouldn't have like that tanky of health. So I figured we'd be able to get through it. So I was really surprised about that. I honestly expected to just be able to not necessarily plow through him, but I didn't think we were gonna basically be at the same amount of kill time. I feel like, fuck, I don't even remember his name. The main boss for Sanctuary DLC, for Sanctuary DLC, I feel like he was harder than I anticipated. And Cassius was easier than I remember him being. Also, we got really lucky with Cassius. We got both a Fire Bee and an Anti-Infection. Quite the surprise. Saturn was normal. I feel like the Warrior, once I realized I could cheese, was a lot easier, but like, we'd still be fighting the Warrior if I was just hiding in a corner waiting for the thing to regen. No, maybe not, because he would be easier to hit. There were some, like, strange occurrences this run. Outside of, like, apparently supreme luck getting drops I've literally just never seen before. There were, like, some strange happenings. Enemies, like, AI breaking. Enemies somehow having, like, immunity to things I've never seen them have immunity to. It was weird. It was a little weird, right? Like, that one power loader still getting to me. How was he immune to, like, okay, so usually they'll spin their hands. I'm trying to spin my hands. Okay, apparently it can't track it that well. But they'll do a little hand spinny thing. And what that usually does is allow them to deflect bullets or damage. But I don't think it's supposed to work on being picked up. So, like, my phase lock is supposed to basically nullify anything like that if they're affected by it, which they were. And thereby, it should absolutely be able to do all of its damage, including the slag. And I just don't think it was taking any damage. It was quite suspicious. I don't know what happened. And it was frustrating as fuck.
Gotcha.
Imagine he drops his. He drops the Firestorm, which I would like as well. I do like it. And So there's 3 spells. There's like lightning, there's magic missile, and then there's fireball. The magic missile is just a purple magic missile. It doesn't have a legendary form. But it throws 5 balls instead of 2. Okay. This DLC kind of makes me want to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Oh, you know what, Jack? The dragon was a lot easier than I had anticipated. I thought we were gonna just like be totally fucked on that. What? Oh, there he is. But yeah, I thought the dragon fight from this DLC was going to be crazy, and it just wasn't. I also thought Tinder Snowflake would be easier than he was, and he ended up being like weirdly kind of a fucking tank. I don't know, I feel like I usually just have no problem farming him. But to be fair, I believe Axon, I could just hold like that much more significantly like high amount of grenades, I guess. I don't know how to word things, but that's a sentence. And I believe Krieg, I think I just had like a bunch of fire damage bonus, because I think he just has that, doesn't he? He has like fire and explosive damage. I'm pretty sure. So that's probably what that was about. I think. Maybe? I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't as easy as I remembered. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I also thought I had done the... You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. To be fair, I also had thought I had done the DLC on accident. But it wasn't even out yet, so I obviously haven't. So here's one of the drops, the Firestorm. It's actually really good. It's really good. I like it. I think it's cool. So it summons a bunch of fireballs down, and it just rains it down on them. Especially good with this build. And it would have been especially good for a challenge run, right? But I never got one. To be fair, I barely killed this guy. I was purposely avoiding it for the most part because I was trying not to level when I was farming. I wanted the chain lightning more. The thing is, more things are immune to fire or highly resistant to fire compared to shock damage, for example. So I felt like it would have been a better investment, and thereby I wanted to minimize the levels I got. But they're both pretty damn good. This is effectively like a fastball that looks a little different, and like I said, it would have been nice. He actually can't drop me anything else, I don't think. Actually, I think he could drop me the purple magic missile, but I don't really care about that. But yeah, I figured the chain lightning would be better if I could get either one of them, and therefore it's not worth it to farm for both. Obviously, I was of course mistaken, as I usually am. Clearly, this is less common. I mean, more common. And to be honest, it usually is. I feel like if I get something, it's this over the other. Ooh, baby, a triple. Oh. Very liable to kill myself, in case you haven't noticed. Starting to wish I had held on to that fire immunity shield, huh? Man. Can we talk about those warden fights, actually? I felt like they would be difficult, but not as difficult as they ended up being. And weirdly, like, I thought the UVHM one was going to be the one I had to go to Gulag in, you know, the whole friendship prison or whatever. And that was the only one I passed, wasn't it? I mean, I guess in effect that does make a little sense because I was able to just try and maintain the level of my gear. Whereas for the other runs, my gear was going to be the level my gear was, and the enemy was going to be the level of the enemy. And thereby, I couldn't effectively, like, farm a usable bonus package the same way, or, you know what I mean? But ultimately, it was still kind of a rough thing altogether. I didn't really like it. If we're playing Borderlands 2 again, I don't know what we're gonna do. I had tried to get the people I play other games with to play this, and one of them plays it now, apparently. But and he had offered, sort of. He was like mid game. Is like, I suppose you can't actually join if I asked you to, because I you know, me, the person who would be joining, would be too low level. I was like, yeah, unfortunately, but I'd be happy to start a new character with you. But we haven't ever gotten around to that. But, you know, if I'm doing a group thing, I don't know if we'd be doing UVHM or how far in we'd go. But if we're doing a group thing, I'd actually be much more likely to maybe do another no-gun run. But I think this is going to be the end of Borderlands 2 no-gun runs. I just don't really see a reason, you know. Maybe for Gage would be kind of fun with a group, because for one, they can pick up the slack. So it's not going to be 4 hours sitting, fighting fucking Uranus as I hide behind a wall and send out Death Trap and some rubberized grenades. Right? But it'll be kind of fun because, for one, that means more gun loot for my friends that I'm not holding on to because I'm not going to need to use it, and I've experienced it all before. And part of the fun of these games is that interesting loot. But you know, I don't really need to care, right? It'll be easier, and like I said, there's a good chance we wouldn't be going to UVHM necessarily. Owie. Owie. I don't know. I think Allegiance runs are, when I play this again, it's just going to be where it's at, or maybe like stylistic runs where, you know, snipers only or something interesting. Something to make it different, like maybe an element only, so maybe not. Alright. Certain elements only for like my gear and weapons, but like I can slag with my turret or something if I'm axed in, or I can flag with my phase lock or something like that, just to make it like interesting, and also not to delete half of the fucking most useful parts of their abilities. Because quite frankly, it's not going to be fun at all on UVHM to not be able to slag things. Damn, bro is angry. But I do think it's off the table as well for pre-sequel, but I think 3, we might try one gunless run. And, well, the rules are there are no rules. I make it up as I go along. So if it's just seeming like it's just impossible, particularly because I think there are dedicated drops, but they're like also not necessarily dedicated. Like the things that are dedicated to is usually like a large enough pool, and it's also like split amongst things, I believe. So there's like no way for me to ensure I have a really insane gun, or a grenade, sorry. But I believe, like, for example, Shoot, what's the dude's name who's obsessed with Reese? I think he has a higher chance to drop like the Nagato or whatever that grenade is that like flies at you, or like they all longbow at something. Because I feel like I almost always get that from him. But like I don't know how feasible it is for me to consistently get good and usable. This is a problem. This is a real problem, actually. Okay. Wow. I don't know how I'm dying here. Alright, fuck it. I mean, we're done with the run. It doesn't matter if I was gonna die and lose money anyway, and we're gonna lose even more money by just buying grenades. But yeah, I think Allegiance runs are where my future is in this. I do enjoy playing the game. I do like going through it and kind of re-experiencing it. I don't know what it is about it. I just love it. But sometimes I'm playing it to just have fun. And I feel like there was a lot of points here where it felt like too much grind. Like I got the point. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna have to spend 4 hours to grenade this dude to death. Like, I can do it, but it's just a time commitment I don't feel like I can or want to make. You know, I don't really make some sort of substantial money for this, right? If you're, VOD Squad from YouTube realm or something, I don't get any money on that end, and I get maybe 1-2 subscribers on Twitch, which is like $2 a month, so it's like $50 a year or something. Well, I'm thankful for, but I don't feel like I can stream 24/7 to make it worth sitting in one encounter for like 8 hours. You know what I mean? I can't do that financially or mentally. It'd be one thing mentally even if I was getting a fat stack of cash out of it, right? Because then I get the money to look forward, and we can persevere. But you know what I mean? Like, it makes it worth my while. But without any sort of incentive other than my own pleasure out of it, at a certain point, what am I doing? Spending an entire stream on one Uranus fight? Come on, bro. What was I doing? Like, if I didn't have money to buy grenades, which we almost, we didn't really have enough. We still had to do some charging and some fuckery. Oh my god. But you know what I mean? Like, if I didn't have that stuff, the grenades to gen over time, we wouldn't have been able to kill Uranus within one stream, right? If I didn't buy all those grenades, we wouldn't have been able to do it. It just wasn't gonna happen.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares.
Shut up! Fireball!
Oh god.
Enough. Fireball! That was interesting.
It's so rare. My god. I feel like one of the Wilhelms was harder than I anticipated, but they were all still generally pretty doable, right? Do we brainstorm on whether or not we run Wilhelm pre-sequel? Like, what are we doing pre-sequel? Anyone have suggestions? I'm feeling like a doll run. Or a Neuralia ice run. Like I don't know, cryo run might be fun. I feel like I almost kind of did that the last time I played her. I don't think I technically did it, but I kind of have focused heavy. Why is this one gladiator so good? What the hell was that all about? Oh, no grenade. Okay. I looked. Oh. I think it was the yellow mixed with the green. I was like, wait, that looked maybe promising. Oh my god, what's happening to my face? How do I undo this? Open up the editor. I don't know why it does this sometimes, but it's gonna honestly keep doing this for the rest of the night. Repeatedly. Alright, I gotta go to expressions. Did that clear it? There we go. It's so weird. Hold up. Come on. I have all of the like bindings off. And I definitely didn't press backspace to potentially activate anything. So like all of these are off. I don't fade out, I guess maybe. I don't know what the fuck that is. But anyway, apparently my mouth is a gay pit. How unlucky I am.
Coins for bullets, bullets for coins. I shall
What the
see you
wait,
through.
what? Oh, 2-9. I was like 3-9? Is that even possible?
Fireball!
Alright, that should be the end of him. Penisus Maximus.
Grenade out! Another down!
We're gonna get it at some point, right? Did we have any other fights that were just insanely surprisingly difficult?
Interest you in some magic bullets?
Like the wardens we kind of knew were gonna be tough, but I guess they did surprise me with how tough the two were. I feel like most of it was pretty expected. You know what? I would say... oh, I thought this was the grenade for a second. I would say that from this DLC, the kings or whatever, the ethereal dudes, were a little easier than I had anticipated. I feel like there's usually a lot more mobs. Like, there's a lot more adds to the boss fight there. And I felt like it was pretty light, to be honest, which I'm thankful for. I don't know if I just got a lucky run. Oh, speaking of runs, man, we had some bad runs. We kept getting, like, heavy runs and, like, super badass runs. It was, like, the most difficult versions of each fucking steed that we could have gotten for, like, a phase. That was crazy. Especially in Sawtooth. I just kept getting unlucky in Sawtooth. It was just always the fuckers. It was always heavy run. It was so annoying. Oh boy. If I can get this chain lightning, I'm gonna try to destruct Peak. Not because chain lightning's particularly good for it or anything, but because I feel like I'll have nothing else to do. I don't want to start a pre-sequel run because, like I said, I would like to ask my friends if there's something they want to do. I feel like I'm hoping they've had enough time with Valheim and Wilds and whatever else they've been playing. You know, it's been like I know I did like a phase for like 2 weeks where it was like Borderlands arc, but it's been probably like 20-ish streams so far where, you know, so that's like roughly 20 days where I haven't seen them. A little more really because it started while I was still doing arc. I think there were like 4 arc streams before I even began the Borderlands run, where it was just me, which is what prompted me to switch. So I'd like to see if they want to do something. I'd be happy to play this with them, even if it's back to 1 and 2. I don't mind, but I don't think they want to play, and maybe
Can I interest you in some magic?
maybe we can do Enshrouded or Nightingale, or honestly, we kind of forgot about Once Human. There was like a new map with that we never got around to, which is fine. But I'd be down for that. I'd be down for Pow World as well. But you know what? If they say no, I'll probably just go to pre-sequel for a little while.
Bye now.
And then 3, and then Wonderlands, and I don't know. You know? Who knows? Maybe the team era is over. I don't see why it would be, but... Oh, for a second, I thought that was it. Okay, it was the green. I was like, why did it look so close for a yellow? It was the money and a green, I think, combined. By the way, I not only have I definitely gotten it from him here as a drop, even though it's quite rare. It's also quite rare from the normal Badass Sorcerer. But I am confident it drops it. Outside of the fact that I know personally that I've done it before. I know he's supposed to drop it, alright? There's no doubt we're just really, really not lucky about this. It's also quite a rare drop, so. You know, I might be able to do that. Get these guys away from me. Fireball Jutsu! I've found I've fallen down this weird rabbit hole. I don't know. It just keeps getting recommended to me of like
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares.
video game exposés, I guess I'll call it. So like cheaters being exposed, and like most of the times in games I've either never even heard of, or like speed running, or like records, or like online play or whatever. So like cheaters in those departments for, like I said, games that I've in some cases never heard of until this, or you know, sometimes in games I've heard of but I'm like I don't play or have no interest in playing. Like there was like some streamer girl who was pretending to be really, really good, and she blindfolded herself and faces like an older Monster Hunter enemy that I guess is supposed to be quite hard to do even while not blindfolded, and she like speed runs it blindfolded, and obviously she's not, like, it's totally see-through, she can see through it, and her monitor isn't covered, and right, she it's just the stupidest fucking thing, right? She's obviously cheating, but she's trying to make it look legit. Or actual like speed running where they're on like leaderboards. I almost just killed myself. But they're on like leaderboards, and you know, they're like taking prize money in some cases, like Trackmania cheaters or Minecraft speedrun cheaters. You know, they're like getting bounties from the community, taking money by pretending they completed it, and they're like splicing their runs or just straight up using like cheats. I don't know how they're getting, like, I don't know why it started. I know why they're getting suggested to me now, because I watched them and I'm like, I'm fascinated. But it's kind of crazy just watching them. Ugh.
Coins for bullets, bullets for coins.
I don't know what made me think of that. Oh, you know, I wonder if there's, like, Borderlands. I know there's Borderlands speedrunning. I wonder if there's cheating for that. I definitely know there's some people who are, like, crazy good. Right? Because they're the ones who will discover a lot of the safe spots or the jump cuts and, you know what I mean? Like, the jump spots and stuff to just skip content. As well as, like, you know, I wasn't about to discover that you can rocket jump, for example. But I wonder if there's been major exposés on theirs. I know there used to be like a lot of content creators. Not so much anymore, but there used to be a lot of content creators for Borderlands 2. And they didn't really translate to pre-sequel. And so most of them stayed, like, after they finished pre-sequel's playthrough on, like, each character, They didn't really stay in the content realm of pre-sequel, went back to 2. And then I think they went and mostly became like Destiny creators because it was like a looter shooter crossover thing where that was their interest. And like a lot of them, I believe, became like variety creators. But I know there used to be some drama where like they would kind of not like I don't think there was any really like cheating drama, but they were like schoolgirling with each other or school, you know what I mean? Like getting into like fights in the bathroom type of shit.
I am but a humble
Like
merchant
they would
standing
just
for my wares.
I don't know, just be they would have beef with each other. I don't know how else to put it. But that's ultimately what made me stop even paying attention to Borderlands content. And for me, like seeing some of it, I think I talked about the other day, like popping back up in the YouTube feed, was kind of surprising. I didn't really think it was that active. I know it's not particularly active on Twitch anymore, but also I don't really check too much during the day, so maybe it's more active during the day, but it's definitely not too active during my time streaming. I don't know what the numbers sit at. Maybe a couple hundred on a good day. But I definitely have seen there's a surprising number of like YouTube videos from like creators who are just still going.
Stay still. Stay focused. Badass.
We got a badass over here.
Go. Fireball.
Bro. Oh my god. Thank God the run's over, right?
My bullets
What do I
lack
do if I
range,
don't get
but
it
they
tonight? Do I just keep streaming this until I get it?
Fire.
Also, can we talk about how fucking lucky I've been that I haven't gotten the crystal skeleton? Because then I have to switch grenade.
Enough. Fireball.
Imagine he dropped it and it went flying because of his momentum. Oh, I don't know what the hell I just clicked. Keep me out of here though.
welcome to ye old
Welcome.
bullet
Why am I
collection.
getting such good shit from the vendor, by the way? There was like a point where I had to like load in, load out for. Oh my god, why did I have to say it? I wonder if I can kill him with it. Nope. Okay. Thankfully, I should just be able to do this. Never mind. You know what? Yeah, I know it's faster to quit out than to wait for this. Because this is like 45 seconds or some stupid shit, and that's like 3 seconds. But I need revenge. I need satisfaction, you know? Well, okay. Why did I have to say it? Seriously, why did I do it? 30 million damage, and it's not enough to just pop him. I hit him with 3. 2 of them wasn't enough. That means he had over 60 million life. The third one, I think, still said the same amount, but I don't think it was. Like, I think it was just overkill at that point.
Coins for bullets, bullets for coins.
Alright, I'm gonna kill him one more again, and then we're gonna take a break. We're gonna try this grenade on Pindy Snowflake. It might not be good because, for one, I might kill myself with it. 2, I don't know if it's as good as the B. I think I'd probably be better off just going with the B.
One less badass.
The reason I want to go kill Tindy Snowflake is, I don't like him. He's a piece of shit. I also want to see just how good this is against him. I don't think I've ever really used it too much on him. Fuck you, Marcus. You stupid bitch. And you know what? If we get some sort of cool gun, I'm using it. If we get... I think... Can you get an Orfleet from the train? I don't think so. Can you? I don't think so. But if I get something kind of goofy, I might just use it and play around. Like, if I get a top nail, I'm fucking cooking in the goddamn badass crater bar for some reason. I don't know. I just want something to do. Maybe we'll try Digistruct Peak. I really don't like it. It's honestly super boring. But, maybe one run will do. It's just like a really long... you know, I say this. I never do the Circles of Slaughter anymore. So, you know, if you only watch me, you might actually not really understand what that means. But it's like a really long version of that, where you just keep repeating the same fucking content over and over in a I guess it's better than a small arena, but it's the same arena for, yeah, at least 10 times. And it's just like, enough is enough, you know? I've already played through the game 3 times. I don't need to do the same, like, level 10 times. And probably the same, you know, the entire playthrough. Probably like 6 or 7 of those times as well, in order to get weapons that are capable of carrying me through. Yeah. Apparently I just can't leave. This grenade is not cutting it. That's definitely better, but it's obviously not enough at this point. Owie. How did he just explode me? Alright, let's kill him because I'm mad now, but that's a real shame how weak that grenade is on him. I would have expected it to be a little better. You know? If you were ever wondering, the Firestorm straight ass.
How are
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4. Holy shit, I'm broke. Oh my god. To be fair, I basically just kept buying grenades, so it does make sense. One, 2, 3. That one close to me might fuck me over here. Yep. That's like exactly enough to have made it so I don't get it. That's brutal. Oh, we got him. My bad. Fuck it, if I die, I die. Eek. Yeah, it's a real shame about that, huh? Okay. We need to sell that. Not gonna bother with that.
That is lovely.
Fuck you, guy.
Stop! Here you go!
Get me out of here. It's actually, like, kind of remarkable how bad that grenade was against him. I don't know. I thought it'd at least be able to get him down to half. Alright, let's sell that. Sell every fireball because we don't need a normal one. Sell the old magic muscle. Okay. Sex time. Firestorm. Fireball jutsu. Choo choo. I hear the terrain coming. Alright, is there anything we did that maybe was unsatisfying that I can go back and just... No fucking way.
Wow.
Bro. Thing's so good. But is there anything unsatisfying we can go back and kind of like get revenge on? I don't really necessarily feel like there is. I'm trying to think. I mean, Uranus is the only thing that kind of comes to mind. I'm gonna keep this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I want it. It makes me happy. I wish I could use it. But yeah, Uranus is like the only one that seriously comes to mind for like how shit it was. What else did I do that was like so awful? That, I mean, that constructor, I guess, but I feel like we did kill it and we got by it and we don't get anything for going back. I don't know. Oh, no, no. Bloodwing was easy. In fact, this might have been my easiest time with Bloodwing, right? I feel like I usually kind of struggle with blood a little. Kra was super easy. Seno Kramarath. Wattle Gobbler was really surprisingly easy. The pumpkin dude was a little tougher than I anticipated, but he wasn't like undoable. Leviathan, but I mean, I'm probably just gonna do the same thing, but with the Stormfront, so I don't know that it's worth it. Not really anything. Guess we'll go and farm this for a little while longer. I mean, we've been farming for like an hour already. Let's just be easy on ourselves. This is genuinely faster. It's also cheaper. That's the real reason. I'm fucking broke, brother.
Right there. Another down.
As long as I don't miss too horribly, it's a guaranteed kill. Alright, so more or less one Tindy Snowflake kill is 9.5 mil right now.
Shut up.
I know we had like some grenades and whatnot saved up, but you know what I mean. Also, why do I feel like I already accidentally sold that rocket launcher? I feel like I did, right?
Enough.
Oh, I got a discount double kill, my bad. Oh, Tubby Bones! That's rare. That's our first one this run, right?
Stop.
Oh my god! Hey! Little Infinity. I think he also... Ooh. I don't really have any use for that. It's more of a team player thing, but... Hey, not bad. Those are super rare. Alright, so I know this isn't actually how it works, but it really feels like that probably just took our legendary luck away, right? Like, there's no way we're getting a legendary out of the badass sorcerer after just getting 2 from one enemy. Fuck me.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares. Yield goodbye.
Explosives.
I gotta get better at timing that so I can get the discount double kill more often.
Shut up. Gotcha.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares.
I did hit them both, I think, but only one of them died. This one somehow survived. Because I don't think my phase lock can do enough damage to get him down to like 1 slot.
Hold it. Free.
God, I wish... Okay. I didn't think it was, but there was like so much going on my screen, I couldn't process if it was too light or not. I'm pretty sure the orange is always the same shade in this one, though. It's, I think Borderlands 1, they can be like orange or like a more yellowy orange. And I think in 3, they can kind of have like they have like an aura around them, is how I'll put it sometimes. If it considers them better. They might not necessarily be better. You know, it just might consider it better. Feast your eyes upon these nuts.
My powers.
Hey, a nuke 'em. Also, what the fuck's wrong with the bones in my hand? That shit ain't right, you know?
Can I interest you in some magic bullets?
You can interest me in shutting the fuck up. You fucking loser. Hey, discount double kill. Glatu Barada Nicto. Is it Nipto? Nicto. I don't know. I always forget. I feel like I look it up every time I ask. And then I always forget. That's rare. Nuh-uh. Is it a Tubby Bones? No, it's Iron Fun.
Calm down. Explosives out. Stay still.
I didn't think so, but I figured I'd look. I feel like Handsome Jack or sorry, Handsome Sorcerer should be able to drop the grenades. It can't, by the way.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares.
Yes.
Something badass this way comes.
Nuh-uh.
Calm down. Bye now.
Fuck. Oh, the fucking green comboed with the yellow. Always gets me, man. I think if I level here from trying to farm it, I'm probably just gonna give up.
Double toil and rubble. From nothingness I summon you.
I summon Gate Guardian in defense mode. What do you mean you've only got Karibo? Why would I put it in defense mode? Karibo's scary, bro. Haven't you seen the anime? Alright. I feel like people know that's from Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But just in case you didn't, it's from an anime called Yu-Gi-Oh. But can we talk about it for a second? Because, like, I wouldn't say I ever, like, seriously played with the cards. I more collected them. But there was no way to do, like, well, obviously you can't summon a fucking animal in real life from a card. But the other things, there's, like, no way you could do some of, like, the card combinations and, like, the summons or whatever in the card game that you could in the show. And so the show, it just felt like they made up the rules as it went along to, like, make sure whoever narratively I think we just had a case of Vanishing Grenade, by the way, but whoever narratively needed to win for the story to progress won, or, you know, so, you know, oh, Yugi's gonna lose, and then he loses X card or someone's life, apparently, because they play for fucking keeps. But, like, it just kind of made it feel meaningless to try and play the card game, because the show would just make up rules as it went along, and it's like, well, no, you can't actually summon this or that just because you have it in your hand. You have to, like, sacrifice this, and this, and play all these extra cards, and, you know, you have to have a fucking deck 3 feet high if you actually want to be able to do the same things as your favorite character in the show or something. So it's like, oh, what for? All I'm saying is Karibo was trash, bro.
My bullets aren't magic, but they are cheap.
Hold it right there. So it goes.
Also, I understand they did it for the obvious reason of monetization. But wouldn't it have been way cooler if there were literally only, like, the same number of cards as they said were, like, in the show? So, like, part of the thing is there's only like 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons known to exist or something at some point. Bro, they should have just done that. You know what I mean? Like, just only ever printed 3, or, like, just 3 per set, because I know they, like, keep coming out with, like, new generations. So, I mean, how much cooler would it be, and how much more meaningful would it be for, like, the game if you actually played it? By the way, that's insanely rare to get an E-Tech from this dude. I can't believe we got that before we got the legendary. That's so stupid.
Can I interest you in some magic bullets?
Oh. Whatever. It's not like I'm gonna use it. I don't know why I'm holding on to it. We'll hold on to that.
Until we meet again.
Maybe I'll someday play with someone and I can give them that.
Hold it.
Like, I can't be the only one who wanted, like, show rules to be real life rules. I feel like that would have made the game much more meaningful and, like, card collecting much more meaningful. I also understand, like, so first off, there's the monetization factor, right? Of course, people love Seto Kaiba, so of course they're gonna sell his deck, and each one has, you know, his signature card or whatever. So, like, sure, I get it. And I also get, like, you know, if you only make, like, 3 of each card or whatever, well, then there's just not gonna be enough, you know, to make a full deck for every single person who ever wants to even try it, you know what I mean? And that would potentially make it unplayable for as many people who want to play it, or like exorbitantly expensive because of scalping and hoarding. But it just kind of felt a little dumb, right? Because, oh, you know, you buy the pre-built deck and you get such a good card, or you get the best cards, or whatever, and everybody has it. Like, it kind of affects the exclusivity. I guess, you know, that's a fairness thing where it's like, well, you know, just because you have more money, that doesn't mean you should necessarily be able to build a better deck. But it still kind of does come down to that, right? Because some cards, I think, are exclusive to, like, certain packs. I don't know. I haven't Yu-Gi-Oh! Dabbled in fucking 20 years or something, but, you know, some stuff is probably still exclusive to, like, certain generations and certain packs, and those are, like, either no longer produced or produced limitedly or something, and so thus not available, and, you know, potentially more expensive. Or if you just weren't collecting or potentially even alive at the time, then of course you can't have that card and thereby not compete properly. Bro, I'm curious. I should have done a counter. I usually don't like doing counters. I feel like it makes it worse. Like, when I see the actual number, it makes it feel worse. But I am curious, like, how many times I farmed him. Definitely a lot. He's probably my most farmed enemy that I haven't gotten what I wanted out of him at least once. I think we've maybe killed more, well, I guess that's not quite fair because each one's got a different name, but, like, more of the Stormfront, right? Because each one's 5 kills, but we've probably gotten more kills on them as a group than I have on him, which is, like, technically each NPC, you know, let's just say I did 10 runs of each. I don't quite know, but that's 50 kills for a chance at a Stormfront, as opposed to 10 chances at this dude, right? And so, in theory, like, I've had more chances to get that, as opposed to this, but it's not actually the same enemy. But I've had more kills towards that grenade drop.
Can I interest you in some magic bullets?
He's definitely my most killed, like, singular drop boss farm this run. I feel like we've maybe killed Mortar as much, but we actually, like, just get his drop. It's just a matter of I get it in a version I don't necessarily want sometimes, so I keep going. Maybe Bowl, but I get it, so I get the drop. It's maybe not a version I want, though, but I'm at least getting something. Here, I mean, I think he can technically drop the purple magic missile, right? Maybe I'm misremembering. I know he can drop... Oh, obviously he can drop the blue one. We've literally had it happen multiple times. I think he can drop the purple one too.
That was satisfying, huh?
Bro. This is wild.
You won't enjoy this.
Oh, I wanted to discount double kill. You forgot to say thank you.
Gotcha. So, who's next?
Oh, that's I think that's as good as a coach gun can be, times 13. Because isn't that like the minimum for a bushwhack? Times 13. That's interesting.
Welcome to ye old bulletin point.
That was actually rare in terms of its parts, because I think it was like as good as it could possibly be in a certain respect. It's like as good as it can possibly be without passing the threshold to be better, if that makes sense. Like as a green shotgun.
Silence.
Why'd that fucking like baby skeleton screech? The hell was that? Ooh, Sledge's shotgun.
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my wares.
Oh, you know, I was talking about this a little earlier, like Borderlands creators, but I was also talking about it the other day about how like I was seeing them do challenges and like they just come up with these obscure rules for themselves sometimes, and then like they basically just go around it. So like one of them I saw was like, oh, I can only like one shot kill enemies or something. So I just used an OP10 gun on UVA jam, and of course I did. Or I just abused this one glitch,
But they are cheap.
and I'm just like,
Ye old
okay.
goodbye.
It's like at a certain point, your challenge just doesn't really. I don't know. I feel like it loses its merit. Like, I'm sure I can't do it, but I don't know. Like, I question. I feel like it's a case of this is an old game. You're out of ideas. We both know it. Like maybe move on. I don't know. Maybe do something else. But like some of them are just really suffering from using gear that either being over leveled or using gear that's over leveled and like going back for content, kind of the way I just did for Jackenstein, right? Like as much as I say it's fair to say that I could absolutely kill Jackenstein on any mode with a Stormfront, right? And I can just cheese it by hiding behind there's a cheese. There's a straight up cheese. It was absolutely always doable. I just chose not to do it because I didn't want the time commitment, right? You can absolutely criticize me for the same way, right? Because at the end of the day, I went back and did it because I just didn't care, right? I'm not about to commit 4 hours to a single fight because I don't find that fun.
Interest you in some magic
And
bullets?
you know, if you find it fun to consider it a challenge, is that another Tubby Bones? Wow, that is really strange. Whoa. Hey, wait, I don't have Black Widow. Really? I was confident I had Black Widow. We'll go check that out. Actually, I can't here. We'll check it out later. Should we check it out now? We'll check it out after this kill. But you know what I mean? Like, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'm not necessarily trying to steer anyone away from it, but I don't know. For like a content perspective, I feel like it's kind of miserable to just basically pop enemies for the entirety of your quote-unquote challenge. Like it more just becomes, I'm about to play for a couple hours with this weird restriction, but I made it so that it's going to be easy and it's going to be more for laughs than like whether or not I can actually feasibly do this in a meaningful way. Okay, let's just go to Sanctuary. We're getting real close to a level, by the way. So I really didn't have... I didn't have whatever that is either. Red-nosed reindeer? Oh my god. Okay. I think I had these, I just didn't like scroll and click on them. Here's Black Widow. No, Blue Widow. Where's Black Widow? There it is. This is the one I just got. I really didn't have this. I swear to God I've had this for fucking years. Maybe, I know I had it on PS3 then, because I actually, I'm pretty sure I used to use that skin. That used to be my skin. I think we were on Love and Death, right? I'm fairly confident that's the one I used to run back in my PS3 days, so I'm surprised I didn't have that already, because I would have assumed I had it strictly because it's a fucking common skin. Alright, so we'll finish out this level and probably not get it, and if I do get it, I'm about to get it and level at the same time, and it's going to be 71 or 70, and it's not going to be good. But then I'm gonna go see what we can... Oh, that's right. I'm gonna go see what we can manage in Digishark Peak. I just don't really enjoy Digishark Peak. I don't think a lot of people do either, because I've noticed a lot of the content I do see, what they'll do is they'll either do it on either OP10, so they've already done Digistruct Peak and they're not doing any sort of challenge where they'll have to do Digistruct Peak either. Like, they just do the main story, and they'll only visit DLC just to visit DLC for, like, a grenade from it or something. Although they most likely already have the loot they're going to need for the challenge. Like I said, it's typically not really so much a challenge as I used... is it Willow Tree? I don't remember. There used to be like some sort of modding stuff where you can mod save files and whatnot. And, you know, I spawned in these guns for me to use during this quote-unquote challenge. Oh, there he is. And this is all we're going to use, right? And I already have the best versions of these guns. The grenade I'm going to use in my class mod. Like, everything's already perfect. And we're going to see if I can't get through the story mode on this level or whatever level. Or, you know, I'm actually starting a new character, but I'm going to do the cheese where you do badass, you know, Digistruct Peak, and then you do the thing where Mordecai kills a bunch of enemies, and right, I'm just gonna farm some free levels, and now I'm level 32, and I can finally start doing level 6 content. But you know what I mean, like it's more or less all the same. Where did he go? Oh, he's here. It's interesting. I feel like my grenade got weaker. But yeah, I've definitely noticed most people, if they do start a new character, typically their challenge, they don't even go to UVHM. They'll just do 1 through 32. Or normal mode. Just normal mode. And no DLC. Like, that's their challenge. That's usually where it ends. Some of them I can understand, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest. If I were a long-term content creator, I probably wouldn't bother doing what I'm doing now. I wouldn't, you know, if I wasn't streaming it and I was like recording or something and I had no other means. God damn, bro, get the fuck out of here. But you know, if I were trying to pump out videos that I also was either gonna highly edit or I guess maybe pay someone to do it. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to UVHM because sometimes the entire stream is one fucking encounter, right? But if you're just doing like a basic run and you do a lot of those basic runs and you do them consistently, you're going to really know some ways and some memes, right? You're going to have the the time skips down, you can probably, you know, get a run out a day, right? You know, a challenge out a day. So it definitely makes sense to just do normal mode. And if you skip DLC except for the parts where you maybe want to get some XP from a certain boss or, you know, a certain drop, then once again, right, you're going to do that and it's going to be much faster. And, you know, there's a certain difficulty.
So, who's next?
Oh my god, dude. There's like a certain difficulty that's different from UVHM for like normal and true, where, okay, you can over level yourself for those, but in a lot of cases, you'll be under geared, right? Like in UVHM, I can always, well, sort of. Hold up, let me resync. I feel like my neck has been snapping, but you can always farm for what you're looking for. Now I say that, but obviously I'm not very lucky, right? I've been farming for this just tonight alone for like over an hour at this point, or like an hour at this point. So, you know, I'm saying you could always farm for it, but can you really? I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like if I'm under leveled, or if there's no under leveled in this. If I'm the level I'm needing to be to do something, and my gear isn't, I can just go and kill Bull for a new fastball, right, to keep me up. And if I don't get one, I do it until I do get one, and then I upgrade my gear to the same point that, once again, I can engage again, right? I can always make myself somewhat relevant. Now the fights do get longer and longer and longer because the enemy's health just becomes obscene. But for the most part, you can keep yourself relevant, or you can max yourself out and then you know, farm, and it's kind of like I farmed for the final time, unless you're gonna absolutely get the most perfect version, because there are parts to guns, right? If you say you weren't doing a grenade only challenge, you could go farm the guy who probably, I didn't pay attention, but he might have spawned right behind where we were. He can also spawn over there. His name is Savagely, drops the Unkempt Herald. You would farm him until you have what you consider a perfect version. Most people would consider some form of the double penetrating Unkempt Herald the perfect version of that gun that he drops. But you know, once you get it, you don't have to farm again once you've reached the maximum level of your run. So there's that. The downside again is enemies have just so much more significant health pools that it's oftentimes quite overwhelming, right? Time consuming. It's not time consuming to do the other ones because again, you could be over leveled even, but you'll never really, unless you're seriously cheesing. Like I said, I've seen people do it where they'll just sit there and wait for Mordecai to get kills, or wait for the rabid skag Digistruct Pete bug or whatever the hell to keep spawning them, and then have them jump off and kill themselves and farm XP that way. And quite frankly, you could technically you can get yourself to the maximum level. Right? You could, technically. It wouldn't be fun. It would take a very long time, but you can definitely get yourself to a pretty high level to where most of the content you engage in is trivial, even with underleveled gear. Right? But if you're not gonna super cheese, you know, what can happen is you can either be underleveled pretty easily, especially if you're not doing side quests, or you can be the right level, but you don't have gear your level. And that might be harder to get because, for one, money is a little harder to come by. And 2, you can't farm drops the same way, right? If you're level 25, you're not going to be able to farm a new fastball for your level, right? So you'll have to find something else. Now, that's more of a challenge for me here because I can only use grenades. Well, like, I can use whatever the fuck I want, but you know what I mean? I've quote unquote challenged myself to only use grenades. So I can really only farm enemies who drop grenades, and you know, they're usable grenades are kind of far and few between, right? We've got the staples, the fastball, the stormfront, and the pandemic. The fire bee isn't particularly farmable, right? The actually that'll do. But you know what I mean? Like a lot of this stuff isn't particularly farm. Actually, that won't do. I think there's shock troopers, or whatever the fuck, shock nomads over here. But we'll try it anyway. But the point being that there's a slew of things that normally, you know, there's staple grenades for me I can get, but I can't necessarily farm them on normal, where it doesn't scale to me. But normally, if you also use guns, you can get like legendary guns and like farm legendary guns between the grenade drops. Alright, I'm never gonna finish this. There's like 10 waves of this you'd have to do. It's not enjoyable. No, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone enjoying it. You're psychotic. I don't. Yeah, that's a little rude, but you're unhinged. All right, you're unhinged if you enjoy this. It is crazy, by the way, that I still have not even seen one. Can we talk about that? Okay. But, you know, you'll get a taste of the DLC here. Where the fuck is Tannis? I don't really intend on doing very much of it. Like I said, I don't enjoy it. If I struggle, I'm out. I'm cooked. I think I should probably go get a new pandemic to do this, but I just don't want to.
You will help me, and This gate represents a test of your intellect. Are you clever enough to uncover the secret way to open it?
Is it a button?
Congratulations, you are now a genius by Pandoran standards.
Thank you. Next. I believe most of these bosses actually that come into the play here. I've just realized I've never done it on this. That's interesting.
Digistruct technology and Scooter's salami-stained fingers. Try not to read into that. I've put together the combat trials you see before you. If you succeed, you'll be ready for a new Pandora. A Pandora of overpowered enemies, better loot, and an abundance of nacho cheese.
Nachos.
Anyway, off with you. Hold it.
Okay. But yeah, I just realized I've never done it on this. I know I've done it on every single character back in my PS3 days. But no, not really a reason. But what most people will do, I think it's over here somewhere, is... Oh, I'm throwing them too fast. I think it's, is it right here? I think you can, like, stand here and, like, bait the skags from over there off the cliff repeatedly. And, it's really easy XP. Because they just fall to their death. But I just don't, like, I'm not gonna do it. I don't care. You know? I'm trying to have fun here. What kind of damage does my phase lock do? Not really any. Okay. Now we're about to get hit. Yep. Oh! Now bro is... Oh, shit! gonna say, bro is slagged, but it might not be enough because he's rabid. That's not good. Thank you. I think the jack cutout I broke earlier must have dropped a grenade because I don't know where else I got one from. What? I'm actually kind of impressed that I was able to kill that like that. Rabid. Really hate rabid enemies. What's up, bro? Oh. That's not good. Bonk. Bonk. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Really thought he would die from that. Brick and mortar.
Metaphorical jerks over who gets to hunt the sudden abundance of vaults, Lilith and I created this training gauntlet for the Crimson Raiders. You will help me test its
Yeah, the Crimson Raiders are fucked if this is what they have to fight.
turn half of Sanctuary's fighting force into a gaggle of whimpering triple amputees.
Hold it right there. Calm down.
Gaggles. Oh, it is slagged. My bad, I didn't think it was slagged. Alright, I think we're approaching our first boss, which I don't think I ran. Actually, wait, is it? It might not be a boss on this run.
Hold it. Another one down. I love my powers.
Fuck. Just baited myself into a throw. I know the boss locations change every couple of runs or so. I don't remember if this is a boss, this one. It might just be some badasses. It's been a long time. Mr. Skaggles. Oh, I was really hoping for the double discount there. You know, I probably should have respec so that I could make them betray each other. That would give me some time between grenade gens if it came down to it. Oh man.
Hold it. Free. I love my powers.
Hello? That's a problem. That's a real fucking problem.
Please stop.
I don't think there's any grenades on the field, right? I'm gonna have to switch. Oh, what was that? Okay. I should hit them both. Oh, not bad. Okay, so that's 2 grenades because I genned one and I got one.
Please stop.
Well, I think I missed with that grenade. Damn. God, what am I doing? Even if I somehow, like, die at some point, I might just, like, bail out of this. Like, even if I manage to somehow just have no problems. Oh, I think they all just missed. That's brutal.
Stop.
I should have paid closer attention to the mini-map. I thought he was still up there. All right. I think the rest of this run should mostly be bandits.
Don't stop moving. That's how the orphans will catch you.
Damn it, I should have not done that.
Here, you deserve a chance at better armaments.
Wow, so rewarding.
Nice.
And you know what, to be fair, that actually is a pretty good shotgun.
A fantastic day for capitalism. Farewell, friend.
Okay. This is gonna be...
Spider tank does whatever a spider spank can.
Okay. I don't know why I thought this was Skagzilla.
Can't spank.
I'm not really gonna be getting kills, I don't think. Oh, there's 2 of them.
Throwing grenade.
Okay. That's you down. And if I can slag bro, that should be bro. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these guys are actually technically shielded, right? So that should actually be quite effective against them. Oh wait, he's a spitter. Oh, it's doing fine. All right. Oh, I really don't need that right now.
Calm down.
That's a problem. If he survives this, I'll be surprised. Just kidding. Fuck the legal waiver. You're in Torg Town now, bitch. Actually, might put that on for the kinetic reflection. We'll see how we go.
These bandits are the insane remnants of Dahl's original slave labor on Pandora. Come to think of it, so am I.
Oh my god. Almost killed myself. Oh, there is a shark. Wait. Oh, he's a blaster. Fuck. He's about to blast these nuts in his fucking mouth. It's actually crazy that I just like instinctively went back here. Should kill them both. Or not. Oh, they're marauders. Oh, I still feel like that actually should have killed them. I just had to make sure that didn't land up here. Oh, I fucking clipped that, dude. Not even in a good way. Is that an armored guy chasing me? No, he's normal. Oh, using the pale lunch line again, bro. I think one would have been enough, but I'm getting greedy. Maybe I'll get a Stormfront for completing this. Nice cure you got. There you go.
Vault Hunter, this is priority 1. I need you to disarm a series of camouflaged explosives hidden in the combat garden.
Combat garden? The fuck is a combat garden, bud? You know, I should have thrown 2 of them to open that, because I would have been up probably too. That was stupid of me, I'm sorry.
Calm down. Slam! Grenade out!
That should kill him. Oh no, the one... Oh, that's fine.
I'm deconstructing more enemies to keep my crushing sense of ennui at bay.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I was hoping that grenade would fucking get this dude to piss off.
Stay still. Explosives out!
Alright, I think there's 2 blasters over here. Oh, no, normal nomad. Okay, we're good. Oh, nope. Okay. Starving.
Silence!
Oh. He was just completely unaffected by that, huh? Okay, let's go this way. Grab that. Goodbye. 2 ought to do. Ooh. Well, who is... Oh, it's a badass. I was like, who is surviving this? Alright, he should be dead.
Designed to attack the raiders where we are most vulnerable. Our gardening battalion. Gather the onions, but do not pick the carrots.
Huh. I feel like I've expressed why I don't care much for this, right? It's just the same thing. Every single time you do it, every single time you go up an OP level, you run through the same area, it just changes like the enemies a little. And it's also very unrewarding. Like your reward is harder enemies. The only benefit is that you can like farm, say, a fastball, and it won't be too bad if you do the main story. Okay, let's make sure. And like the upside will be that you can then take like your better gear into weaker stuff, I guess. But I'm dead here, I think. Can I pick up that? Yes. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Please stop.
Okay, that should handle that. It's interesting. I just got hit by my own Healy boys, but they didn't heal me. Who is that?
Hold it right there.
Marauder, huh? I should kill him.
Another one down. Enough.
Man, like 90% of those hit the fucking roof.
You won't enjoy this.
200,000 bucks, I'll take it. But yeah, it's very unrewarding. Like, I don't know. Your reward is you get to play the game again, and it's like slightly different, but not really. It's just stronger enemies. So it's like, I can just start a new character. I don't know. I didn't change class on, so that's fine because we wanted kinetic reflection to maximize. Okay, one grenade down here, we gotta remember that. Never mind, I don't think we can come back up. Okay. I feel like a turret spawns here or something, I don't remember.
A man once tried to make the skag Pandora's animal mascot until he was eaten by his mother.
Free.
Mr. Skaggle. That should handle that.
Stay put. That was interesting.
Okay.
Shut up.
Could probably grenade jump up here and get the advantage.
You won't enjoy this. Hold it right there.
Damn, dude. He's him. I shouldn't have opened these.
Enough. Grenade out! I love my powers. Stay put.
Mr. Skaggles. Oh, he's a badass. All right, he's a problem, is what he really is. That is also a badass. Interesting, he's quite damaged. Maybe the firestorm did more than I thought it would. He must have been slagged for it.
Bye now. That is lovely.
That is lovely. Oh, Mr. Skaggles, you are a bitch. Mr. Skaggles, give me a kiss. Wait, what? I was confident you could do that. I was really, like, surprised that I kind of just fucked that up.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Distracting more enemies to keep my crushing
Oh.
sense of ennui at
Oh.
bay.
Oh. Fuck you.
Silence.
I don't like being cut off here.
Hold it right
You lost.
there. You're done.
You running. You should be. Okay, somebody's shooting me through a wall.
Stay still.
Can't say I appreciate that. I should finish him. Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Skaggles. All right. We die, right?
You're nearly finished with the course. In keeping with laws of drama, however, I have saved the most difficult task for last.
Gotcha. Explosives out.
Spitters are quitter skags. Let's go. Oh my god.
Explosive.
No! Oh, that might have just killed this. Oh, it's the assassins? Oh, hey, he dropped it. I thought it was the The dudes.
These Hyperion hitmen are masters of disguise, even altering their
Okay.
voice and speech patterns to exactly match the bandits they emulate.
Enough.
Fuck. No, bro. So many grenades missed, man.
Throwing grenade.
How am I this fucking ass? Give me a bucket and I'll show you a bucket.
Grab you, slice you, chew you. Smell you.
Yeah, he also dropped his. That's interesting. For dog.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Jack never said nothing about a vault hunter.
Vault Hunter.
Stay still.
If I'm not mistaken, this dude is like insanely resistant. Maybe it was just explosives? Because he is getting gooped on. Oh, fuck, he has like the best possible gun to fight me with. Well, because of course he does. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh my god.
Throwing grenade.
That was close. Wow, he also dropped his gun. Did not expect that at all.
Prepare for a great deal of text.
Try completing it at level 80. Okay. I completely forgot that they made it up to 80 instead of 72, but you know, I obviously I like remembered at a point here. But what happens is you can then go through here and there's like another half once you've completed the entirety of OP again. But this is your loot for your like first 3 runs or whatever. Not kidding.
All laws of probability and good taste, you have survived the gauntlet.
I'm not kidding.
Return to me,
That's
so
it.
I
That's
may
the
keep you
extent of
alive
your
and
loot.
Stare at you for an uncomfortable amount of time.
Doesn't that suck? There were some moments there where we were kind of close to dying. And it gets harder as you do it. So if I were to do that again, it would be the same level of difficulty because I do not have... I'm not level 80, so I can't actually do OP yet and get my 10 OP levels because I forgot it's not 8 OP levels to reach level 80 like it used to be. Basically, base game was level 50, then I think it was like level 62 or something, 69, I don't know, and then it was 72, and now it's 80. But it was, before it was 80, it was 72 plus 8 OP levels for 80 total points, but now I think it's like 80 levels plus 10 OP. I don't know, man. It's a lot to keep up with.
I may have just lied to you.
Mm-hmm.
Please assemble
So I could do it again, but it's literally just the same thing. Do we really want to? What did we get? I didn't even read it. Hold up, let's see what it is. It's literally the same thing. It's not even a different one yet because I'm not on OP. I think it might be that. I don't remember. Whatever. I don't know. I don't feel like doing it again. I just don't really enjoy it. Even though that wasn't as hard as I was anticipating, it just wasn't particularly fun either. So what else do I do? You know? I guess we'll do a couple more kills on the guy himself. And after like a couple kills, I might just get off and we'll call this run quits because I'm not farming until I'm level 80 to even be able to do Destruct Peak. As far as I'm concerned, the game ended at level 52, okay? Or level 72. We're good. We're good. We don't need it. Would you please? Come on. Do I not have the right thing on? Why am I so weak? Are they that resistant, maybe? Because the normal mobs were just like one-tapped with the other one. Well, oh, but he's weaker to it. That's interesting. I would have expected it the other way around. I mean, I know technically he's slag, I think. Because like there's the sorcerer and then there's the fire sorcerer. And the fire one drops the fire and then the sorcerer is supposed to drop... What? The sorcerer is supposed to drop the chain lightning, but he also drops the chain lightning and has the chance at the purple magic missile, whereas I don't think the other ones have a chance at the purple magic missile. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. I don't really care though. How many kills do we go for? Just a couple, maybe. I'm thinking after this, I mean, obviously, like I said, at some point I'd like to do some sort of allegiance run on pre-sequel and some stuff with 3 and Wonderlands. I don't know how or when or why that's coming along, but I would like to play a couple different other games here. God, this is annoying as fuck. The ones I've got in the front of my mind, I think, are Enshrouded and Nightingale, because I feel like I really enjoyed both of them. I think what happened with Enshrouded was nobody else wanted to play it, although it ran super poorly on my PC, so we'll see how that goes. And I think the thing with Nightingale was it was like super buggy, and we weren't level synced really, so I think it was like Moo and I think he like ended up being a bit higher than me, and like he just kind of dragged me around and I didn't know what I was doing, so like I wasn't learning, so I just like kept falling through the map and we weren't really making progress. But I feel like if we approach it with a little more like seriousness, where okay, we might end up desync level wise, I think we should be able to like manage a little better, because we know it can happen, and we know, and I'll probably like look into things like, but we know like the early game, so it won't really matter as much. And for Enshrouded, well, for me, I think I'm gonna try and host if we're gonna be playing, because what tends to happen is somebody else will host, because everybody else I usually play with is on like the east coast of the US, and they end up lagging, or they will have a little bit of delay, but instead, it's the other way around.
Enough.
If if I'm not hosting, but then, I just don't have any control, and if they stop playing, then I stop playing and I have to start over again, right? I no longer have the save file, right? I mean, I know I could have kept playing Grounded, for example, even though everyone else who was playing it stopped playing, because anyone can actually host that playthrough, but I didn't want to like do all of the story stuff without them, and that game is honestly pretty fucking boring if you're not just like following the story and you don't have anyone to play with, right? Similarly, like kind of with Ark, right? I just ran out of things to do on my own that weren't sit here, farm this, do that, move on. God damn, we're getting unlucky. Fuck it. I guess I'm just gonna run in explosive. But hopefully we can find something to stick to. If not, I mean, pre-sequel might be showing up a little sooner than anticipated then. Which is fine by me. Believe it or not, I enjoy pre-sequel. I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it gets a bad rap. To be fair, it has one of the worst. I mean, the only DLC I consider worse is whatever the fuck the Tiny Tina Wonderlands one is. That thing is so bare bones, it sucks. But the DLC itself, the Claptastic Voyage, is honestly not that bad story-wise, and it's honestly not that bad outside of two of the fights. And one of the fights isn't, I keep saying not that bad, it's not that bad. Outside of challenges, right? Like, generally the only reason I have trouble with one of them is because it's... Alright, fuck it. I wanted to grab the blue, but fuck it. I don't care enough. We're basically done with this character. But outside of, challenges where maybe I don't have specific guns or can't get specific guns, it's not really that big a deal. I think I want to say the Nisha run wasn't so bad with the Boomicorn. I think I just needed to get one my level to make it doable for when I did DLC. I'm getting really unlucky here with the spawns. They're really disruptive to the play. I'd really like to finish this. I wonder if I've noticed that my model keeps having the fucking head tilt going on. I wonder if it's these headphones. I'm using the same headphones as yesterday, which aren't my normal headphones. They're a little smaller. I think, what are they? The Sennheiser 560Ss. My normals are the 6XXs. I do have a couple other pairs, but I find them, they sound great, but I find them a little bigger than I'd like on my head. Like, they're heavier. I find they like kind of slide down. And they're not terrible. Like, they sound great, but they're, they are what they are.
Can I interest you in some magic bullets?
And I have IEMs as well, but I find those pop out of my ears. So I end up having to get like other ones, and the ones I got, what are they? So I have a couple from a company called Monoprice. I bought like 10 of them for $10, so like literally $1 each. I've been going through those. I usually take those to work and just like leave them in a drawer or something. I think I'm down to like my last 2 pairs. They break super easily, sadly. Usually like 1 ear goes out. I think that's kind of on me because I usually only have 1 ear in at work. So it's like a matter of, I constantly am removing that 1 ear or whatever. So, it's on me. And they sound actually surprisingly good for how cheap they were. Their big issue being that it's the same with basically every IEM. I find I have too small of an ear hole. And pretty much every IEM falls out. so it just doesn't really work for me. So I have to get the ones that wrap around, like the ones I have now, and I don't remember what the ones I have now are called. I think they're like Stellaris, and these things are like weird. They're really weirdly constructed, and they're kind of falling apart, and I can like screw them back together, but they just loosen again over time. But they have lasted me, I think, like 3 months at this point, which I've had other pairs that just, like, one will stop working. It just happens. Like, I think it's a matter of, like I said, I take them on and off a lot. You know, sometimes I just have to stop listening to what I'm listening to, you know? Man. What if we don't get it? What if I don't get it? What do I do? Do I ever do a Borderlands 2 like solo no gun run? Like I've been saying, if somebody wants to join me, I think that would be easier because for one, I don't think they're gonna go through the gambit. Although maybe they would, maybe they'd want to go all the way to OPs. Imagine. What did I just hold up? That must be a transfusion. Because I don't think there's any spells for corrosion. But like, yeah, I don't think it. You know, if I play with my friends, if I can get them to ever play with me, I don't think we're going to UVHM. I think it'll be one playthrough, maybe a couple different characters. Probably not though, depending on how much they like it. But I think that's probably it. Like one character, one playthrough. Maybe each DLC. My understanding is Toasty, the only person who gave one of them a shot with me, did not like Borderlands 1. It just felt too dated. And I get that. I definitely get that. But he did kind of enjoy 2, and he has been. And I suppose you can really start from 2 if it comes down to it. Because, yeah, there's characters and whatnot in it from 1 that you definitely do understand a little better and are more attached to if you played 1, but I wouldn't say it's necessary. I would say pre-sequel and 3 you definitely would want to play at least 2, but I do think you could probably play through starting from 2 and skip 1 if for some reason you didn't like it, which I guess is a thing, you know, for modernity's sake.
Can I interest you in some magic bullets?
What do we think? 5 more? If I don't have it by then, maybe I just get off for the night and I'll, I guess, DM the boys and see if there's anything on the menu for tomorrow, and if there isn't, it's pre-sequel time. And then I won't see them for another month. I don't know. Bro, actually, what is this? This is fucking cursed. Something I've been wondering about, like, if we do multiplayer, how would we farm things? I guess we probably wouldn't have to, because I know the leveling and stuff scales, but I imagine it would be a lot easier to just, like, first off, we'd also probably be doing side missions, because for me, I don't do them because I know the rewards and I know they're generally not worth it, or I'm trying not to get XP at certain points because I don't want my gear to become irrelevant and I don't need it. Right, I'm tactically not doing it, if you will. But we would probably, like, I'd be totally down to do it, and we would probably do it because it would be their first time. So we probably wouldn't necessarily have to farm for legendaries. But also from that same perspective, I do feel like as much as I find it frustrating at times, it is kind of a major part of this game. And if you don't stop to do it, I feel like you're missing out on a bit of it, in a way. Oh, fuck you. That was annoying. But yeah, you are missing out if you don't farm, because I feel like I've definitely done like at least a first playthrough where I haven't seen a single legendary if I haven't farmed for it.
Here you go! Explosives out!
It's definitely well within the realm of possibility. Unless you do quests. Like, unless you do all the quests, because I do think there are a couple where you're guaranteed it, right? Because don't you always get, like, the Firehawk shield from that one quest line that I never ended up doing? No, not in Memoriam, right? Cult of the Eternal Flame, that's it. In Memoriam is the fastball. The fastball one. It's actually crazy. Not only have I not seen the chain lightning, I haven't even seen the purple magic missile, and I'm fairly certain he's the guy for it. That's actually like immensely unlucky. I can't believe I got a tubby before I saw the purple magic missile, actually. Rise, my minions, rise for your master. Impossible. Oh, shit. Who the fuck is that guy? Alright. We're... Oh, a bee. I mean, a hornet. Sorry, not a bee. A hornet is the knuckle dragger's drop. Bro, it's been so long since I've used a gun. I almost couldn't think of who dropped it. Oh, another Tubby Bones. That's 3 Tubby Bones. That's crazy. And there's our legendary luck. Oh, cat class mod. That's actually, generally that's what I would consider her best class mod, actually. Because you would just want to use Sandhawk B with her. And if you use that, it should be a shitload of SMG. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's so fucking good. Is that another? No, it's a normal. Yeah, we knew that wasn't going to be a legendary. We just got one. No way on that, Lex. Bro. %114% SMG damage. That's crazy. It's crazy that this is only like 1 level under and it's that much significantly worse. 8.7 mil versus 9 point what? 9.8. Oh my god. Almost 2 million. Fortunately, these guys just seem to be really resilient. Plus, I kept having to switch. Alright. For realsies, though, only like two or three more kills, because it's... what am I doing, man? We're done. We're cooked. We really dragged this out, but hey, at least I did a round of Digistruct Peak. You know what you're missing. Not much. You're missing me just killing Bull and Mortar a bunch, because that's probably all I would have to do. Honestly, I don't even know if I personally... I mean, I know theoretically it would be possible to do OP10. I don't know if I personally could stream it, because I don't know if you can do it within like 4 hours, because I feel like the final boss takes a really long time if you don't have the right setup, which is hard to do with just like pandemics and shit. Right? It's one thing to have an OP10 Sandhawk, an OP10B, and an OP10, you know, Lyuda to just be able to fucking fry the bosses. Or fucking Pimpernel. You know, If you're just Salvador with a Pimpernel, it's over because the Pimpernel gets the damage of your right hand gun if you have it in your left hand. So all you just do is fucking have a North Fleet or some sort of crazy damage weapon like a rocket launcher. In your right hand, have like a Nukem, and your Pimpernel will do that kind of damage instead. And guess what? You'll fucking obliterate it. Or again, have a Pimpernel with 0, and you can just fucking bore the bosses. And I think you can just like, if I had to guess, you could probably one tap whatever the fuck the boss's name is. I don't even remember. And to be fair, I don't think I've ever actually even done OP10. I think I only ever did up to OP8 because 10 wasn't a thing yet. It was whatever that, like, it was like a bunker tank. It was like one of those spider tanks, but with like a bunker on it, and
I am but a humble merchant, and these are my
and it would drop pearlescence. Well, it had the highest chance of dropping pearlescence, I believe. I think we're gonna call it after this run, which means this is it. Thank you so much for sticking with this. I really appreciate it. I feel like this is not a popular game to watch or stream or play anymore. But I appreciate anyone who's watched any bit of this. Hey, we at least got a magic missile. I really do. Let's go ahead and go to the main menu. I had fun. I know I didn't like achievement complete 100% it, but I've played this game so much. I know there are things that I'm just not going to enjoy. I mean, I didn't even enjoy a fucking simple constructor fight, right? I'm not that guy. And I know there's things I just don't have time for in a single stream where I'm probably playing for 3 to 4 hours. So I'm just opting to not do it, right? The challenge is what I say it is. There's no rules around here. The rules are what I say they are. And the rules tell me that I play until I'm not having fun anymore, or until I don't think I'm going to have fun. And then we either cheese or we find a way around it, or we call it, right? And I think we call it. There's a ton of side quests I could do, right? And that's fine. But I think for now, I'd like to move on to a different game. If that's pre-sequel, that's pre-sequel. We're not doing another no gun run. But it might be Enshrouded. It might be Nightingale. It might be, I don't know. Maybe they can convince me to buy Monster Hunter Wilds. Maybe it's more fun. I didn't not enjoy the other Monster Hunter I played, Worlds or whatever. But maybe it's more fun with a group. I'm not a huge fan of dodge rollies. I think they call them Souls-like now, but it's just not for me. I don't know. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be some. Maybe it'll be fucking Sunken Land again. I really don't know. But thank you so much for being here. Thanks for sticking by. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in the next one. If you were wondering if you could run no gun on even Maya, because of course you can on Axton, right? He has a ton of grenade gen. Of course you could on Krieg. You could blood explode just about everything, and he has the ability to projectile, right? Axton also has the turrets, but you can even do it on this bitch. Honestly, she might have been easier than Krieg because, well, yeah, because she can slag on her own, right? What did I have to do for Krieg? I think I was like using magic missiles and then throwing my buzzsaws or something. But I don't know. I mean, to be fair, I never completed Uranus with Krieg, so I also didn't know about the major cheeses. But if you were wondering, it's definitely possible to at least complete UVHM as long as you're willing to cheat. But thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have a fantastic day, night, afternoon. Like, subscribe, tweet, comment, whatever. I don't know. By the way, I use Blue Sky. I don't use my Twitter anymore. I still have the account. So I guess if you wanted to contact me there, you could, but I don't use it anymore. I've moved on to Blue Sky. I've found... I found there's way less bots there. I get way less bot traffic here from like those shitty graphics design artists. I know we're getting these best viewers by whatever. That's straight from Twitch. They just go channel their channel. I don't think they follow a link from my tweets. Mostly, I think that because usually the tweets will draw them in earlier, whereas these guys are usually like mid or late stream. It's just a bot like going through the lives probably alphabetically, and it just happens to hit me around mid-late stream, depending on who's on. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you in the next one. I really appreciate anyone who stuck by this. Thanks for the watch time. I've noticed I actually do thank you. I don't think anyone ever actually gets this far. I don't blame you. It's been 3 hours. But have a fantastic day, night, afternoon. And this is the third time I said it, so get me the fuck out of here. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Get me out.